In this next module assignment, you're going to start working on the course project for this module. So this is a much more substantial document. As you think about this document, it's kind of the amalgam or the culmination of what you've read so far, what you've considered so far. So the rhetorical concepts in chapters 5, 6, and 7 from the UNF Guide to Writing, Wimsatt and Beardsley's The Intentional Fallacy, and Adler and Van Doren's excerpts from How to Read a Book. This assignment is going to call on you to analyze something that's humorous, or what may not be humorous. Oftentimes, the idea of a joke is something that is funny to one person but not to another person. It's not universal. So when you look at this assignment, you're going to pick a text. And we use this term loosely, as if you look in the learning modules lectures, you'll see what is a text, broad term. What you're looking for here is some sort of commercial, film, or comic strip, something short, something brief that you can analyze. You don't want a huge thing, not a comedy film, not a comedy TV show. You want a moment, because you're going to tease out the mechanics of this text. How does that comic strip work? How does that commercial work? How does that moment work? So brevity is important here. It's hard to explain a 90-minute film in 3 pages, you can imagine, because you're broad stroking it. Here you need to be specific about a lot of information. We talk about, when we build from Tara's review of the rhetorical triangle, but kairos, how does something fit? You know, a joke from the 19th century may not be funny now. Its fitness is poor. Its timing is incredibly poor. Target audience, who's being joked at, the methods, how is it done? Is it a pratfall? Is it a pun? Is it a illustration? Is it a drawing? How do you look at this? And then you're going to compose a 3 to 4 page, maybe 5-page document in which you explain how this thing works, take it apart, and make it not funny. If you read the about description up here from the context background, you can see that humor can be dissected just like a frog, but just like a frog dies in the process of, as its innards are exposed. Same goes for a joke. I think we all know that once you start to explain a joke, it becomes a lot less humorous. So your job here is to take something that is perhaps funny to somebody else, perhaps funny to you, and explain how it works, what makes it funny. That's the moment of analysis. So you're using Adler and Van Doren's concepts of those close reading or analytical reading, those second and third stage readings, and then you're also using, obviously, I think, Wimsatt and Beardsley's intentional fallacy here to talk about intentions, right? You have an author or a joker, someone who's trying to be funny. Does being or trying to be funny always come off? So as you think about that, you're going to try to get at this project to explain how something is supposed to be funny. So as you write this document, as you draft it, you're going to start by picking a text, whether it's visual, whether it's oral, whether it's a combination of it, graphic, whatever mode, medium you want to choose from, as long as it's something that you can dissect. And so you're going to take apart this text in a very close reading kind of way. That means to parse the language, parse the construction, how is it connected, who does it befit, how does it fit the moment that it was called into. So there may be some minor research here where you find out where did that come from, who came up with it, and call on that information here as you create this argument for what makes something funny. And as you think about this, one of the overarching ideas here is that this is a thesis-driven assignment. So you want to make sure that you have an analytical thesis in which you describe the types of humor that are going on here. So be sure to get at that idea early before you start to use evidence to support it. So when you write this paper, you're going to draft it in your group wiki, just like with the rhetorical notes, just like with the summary, put it out there for the world to see, maybe show the thing that you're actually trying to analyze, so your peer group can help you kind of make the connections as well. And then you're going to redraft it, revise it, just as you've been doing with the rhetorical notes and the summaries, until eventually you go into Blackboard and you submit it as your final draft by the 14th of February.